Hey guys, how's it going? OSCO here. I've been talking to my friends about making these sorts of videos for a while now, and yeah, I think I'm just finally getting around to starting to do it. Start off with this video with drum synthesis. Don't really know where to start. Let's probably just start making a kick and go from there. I've got a half-time example from a drum loop that I made for a sample pack that I'm working on. It's all created using Ableton stock plugins. I'm trying to stay away from using Max for Live because I know that not everyone has it. So everything that's within stock Ableton Live suite, it's all using that. So if you've got, don't worry about plugins and stuff if you can't follow along, because you should have all of this if you've got Ableton. So start off with looking at the drum loop as a whole, and then dive deep into the kick and how I made it. So this is the kick down here. I've got a transient layer, or sorry, my tone layer. No. Weird, it's not how I normally make kicks, but got a distorted layer and a more roomy layer. So let's have a look at rather than having a look into this, I'll just make a kick from scratch. So drag an operator in. Standard. Drag this MIDI clip. Start off by getting the envelope. So what I've done here is just turn the pitch up 100%, move the initial and the peak, fade time down. And for the most part, that'll be it. That'll do with it. Maybe I'll turn on a soft shaper, add some drive. Gotta be careful with your output gains, make sure you're not clipping with these things. Make our room layer. You want to take out all the sub frequencies, get a reverb. So you want to make this, because we're working with drums here, we want to keep the stereo down, and the decay down right, the decay time right down. Bring your pre-delay down as well. You want your dry wet to be 100% because you're trying to create some room, essentially. You want size down as well, reflections down. Don't want it dense. Might turn off the diffusion in chorus as well. Spin. Yeah. Add that in with the regular kick. Then you can mix in how much you want this. It just creates a level of depth to your mix, or to the sounds. Just puts them in a space rather than just sound like an instant hit, because you've got that layered below it, and then on top you've got this room to play with, and you can make it stereo if you want a stereo effect, but you know, for making bass music. You want it to translate and be mono compatible, so don't play about with your percussion. Don't play about with your main elements like your snares, or like the low ends of your snares, your kicks, basses. Don't make them wide, keep them tight. And then if that's not coming through enough because it's quite a low sound, you might want to create a transient. Go into operator again. I'll grab an EQ. High pass it to say 500 Hz. Then within here I'll go to noise looped, change the envelope, drag that down, put it on fixed and pitch up. You want this tight, you want the initial to be high, give the attack some space where it's held at a value before you bring them down. Again, distortion important for these sounds. You don't want it to be too high. Click for a kick, just to help it cut through the mix. This is what you'd sidechain to for your basses and things like that, because you don't want your sub basses to be moving totally out of the way of your kick, because then you'll have this like pumping effect that you get in house music and stuff, and it's like okay, but for faster tempo music like halftime and drum and bass, you don't want to be creating that pumping effect. You want your sounds to punch through for the second that you want them to punch through, and then get out of the way so you can allow another element to come in because the music's moving so fast. So this is quite harsh at the minute. I'd probably then what's important at the end is to, because obviously this is peaking right now, grab a glue compressor, soft clip it, and then if you want, you can sort them into each other to create a bit more of a gluing effect. So I'll take this down by 8. Then to really like take this further, what you could do is create a group for your saturation. Take away the saturator on another group, so I've made 2 groups now. One that's dry, one that's saturated. And within, the reason why I've done this and not used the dry wet knob is so that I can drag an EQ8 on before this, see where the kick's sitting. So just by ear, I've pulled that up, pulled it down to where I want it, and now I've got one group which is dry, so the sub is coming through on that one, and then the top end is being saturated on this one. If you wanted to clean it up even more, and you just wanted a saturated high end, then you can bring down this. And for all intents and purposes, that's basically it. That's how I'd make kicks. This one's obviously got a bit more body to it, more saturated. There's more EQing that's going on here for tone shaping reasons. Boosting, cutting sounds, and it's all to do with how it fits in with the track, so I've EQ'd this the way I wanted it to fit in with the music. if you want me to go over the basses in that song, I can do that in another video. But this is just about creating kicks.